What's up, guys? It's Dinger's Daily, and the topic of today's video is the problem I think that there is with the MLB 2021 All-Star voting system. I think there's a lot of flaws, and we're going to talk about what those flaws are and how and why they need to be fixed in order to have a better fan viewing, to have like a better All-Star game for the fans and just for the league in general. So the main problem I think with the All-Star voting ballot is the whole All-Star game voting ballot right now, in my opinion, is just a popularity contest. Because look, the second results came back from the All-Star ballot like a couple days ago, and Jock Peterson is supposedly going to move on to the next step. Jock Peterson, like players who are on teams that are small markets. Example, Matt Olson of the Oakland Athletics. He is a top 3 first baseman this year. However you want to put it, he's maybe 2 or 3, but for sure he's top 3. And right now, he is 5th with only 4% of the vote. I understand Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets half of the first base vote, but after that, he only gets 4% of the vote. Yuli Gurriel, Jose Abreu, and Jared Walsh are all ahead of him. And no offense to any of those guys, but Matt Olson is just having such a better season, and he should be second or third on this list. But since Oakland's a small market, and the Astros and the White Sox have more fans than the Athletics, I mean, deservedly, those two guys also deserve it, Yuli Gurriel and Abreu, but Matt Olson deserves to be in the top 3. Next thing. Nick Madrigal has 7% when he just got injured and wasn't playing at a all-star level. Like Nick Madrigal. We're talking about Nick Madrigal right here. He's 4th in the second base for AL, so he has a chance to be a reserve, but I don't think it's going to happen. Same thing with DJ LeMahieu. Yankees fans are voting DJ LeMahieu as their 3rd string or reserve backup second baseman. And DJ LeMahieu is having nothing close to an all-star season. No disrespect to DJ LeMahieu. Let's be real here. He is not having a great season. Hopefully he picks it up, but at this all-star break so far, he's not having a great season. Next, Gavin Lux of the Los Angeles Dodgers and Nico Hoerner of the Chicago Cubs were top 4. Both of them were 3 and 4. So one of them has a chance to be reserve in the All-Star game this year. They're both youngsters, but come on, there's so many other guys you could put. Jake Cronenworth deserves it more than those two guys. He's nowhere here on this list. I know San Diego is a cool fan base, but it's nothing compared to the fan base of the Dodgers and the Cubs, two of the oldest MLB franchises. Let's keep it real here. Jake Cronenworth should be 3 or 2, but he should be in the top 3 here, and he should be an All-Star reserve at least. Third base is actually one of the most okay positions. It's Devers. I'm talking about AL. Devers, Bregman, Moncada, then Ramirez. I would say it's those top 4 in that order. So that's actually not that order. It's those top 4 in any order, but Devers is first, and then Moncada has to be in the top 3, and then you can choose between Bregman and Ramirez if you're asking me. And now third base. I don't really have a problem with this, but Chris Bryant hasn't really been playing third base. He's been playing more outfield and first base, but they have him here at third base, and he's got majority of the vote. Yep, I think that's okay. Chris Bryant's having an amazing season. He should be an All-Star, but I think they shouldn't have him at the third base place. I know they already got, when they set it up, he was at third base, but then he started playing a bunch of outfield, so I don't know how they should fix that. Austin Riley should be top 3, but he's not. Top 3 is Bryant, Arenado, Turner. Maybe you could put Riley over Turner. Riley's having an amazing season, in my opinion. Machado is also right behind Riley. AL shortstop, Xander getting 30% of the vote. The X-Man, he's nice. Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. And then Bo Bichette, Carlos Correa, Tim Anderson. And then Adalberto Mondesi, who is having an injury-riddled season. Xander Bogaerts, absolutely number 1. Bo Bichette, he does have a big fan base, and as a Blue Jays fan, I feel bad to say this, but Bo Bichette should be number 3. And Carlos Correa and Xander Bogaerts should be the top two. Bo Bichette number 3. Tim Anderson isn't having a great season, but he's still 1% of the vote within Carlos Correa. And I know people are inclined to vote against Correa because of the cheating, the scandal. You know what I'm saying? But a great year is a great year. And people just hate Carlos Correa. I think he should be top 2, second in this thing. And then Bo Bichette at 3rd. And then Tim Anderson shouldn't be close to Correa at all. At least for this year. I'm not talking about, like, regularly. Alright. Next is one of my biggest problems. The NL shortstop. Alright, you got Tatis leading it. Absolutely, yes. Okay, I understand. Tatis leading it. Then, you got Javi Baez of the Cubs and Corey Seager of the Dodgers. Corey Seager got injured, but before that, he was playing at an all-star level. But it's been a while since he played. So, I don't think Corey Seager should be top 3. Guys that should be top 3, Brandon Crawford, Trey Turner. How are those guys not? Brandon Crawford is having an amazing season for the first place Giants of the NL West, possibly the toughest division in baseball, at least those 3 teams. So Brandon Crawford, I think, is doing much better than Javier Baez. So I think Brandon Crawford should be ahead of Javi Baez. Corey Seager shouldn't be there. And then choose between Javi Baez and Trey Turner. Who you want as your 3rd shortstop? I would lean to Javi Baez, but Trey Turner should get more love than just what he's getting now. And then let's talk about outfield here. Alright, I'm super happy Cedric Mullins is finally getting the love he deserves. He is right now 9th, but he's tied with Arozarena, and then Kyle Tucker is a percent behind. Cedric Mullins is having a for sure all-star season, and he is not like anywhere close to a top 6 outfielder according to the voters. He is he's 9th with 4%. And part of the reason why, he's not a household name. He's having a breakout year. And lastly, I'm sorry, but regular fans, you're not going to tune into an Orioles game unless most likely your team is playing the Orioles and you're watching your team. Otherwise, why would anybody watch a team like the Orioles? No offense, but I'd rather watch Ohtani. Not Ohtani. I'd rather watch the Giants, the Padres, the Dodgers, the Astros, the White Sox, a good team, rather than the Orioles, the Pirates, the Tigers, the D-backs, you know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about AL outfield. Mike Trout, number 1. I think he might come back, but I personally, Byron Buxton is not going to be there. I don't think he might, but he just came back and got injured, which makes me so annoyed because I love to see it when Byron Buxton's healthy, because when he's healthy, he's a demon, and his injury issues are just saddening. Oh yeah, Judge, Trout, Buxton, Adolis Garcia, Teoscar Hernandez, great season for him. Michael Brantley, he's doing amazing things at his age. Randall Grichuk, cooled off a bit, but should be an all-star. Alex Verdugo, Cedric Mullins, and then guys who are just out of it, Arozarena, Kyle Tucker. For me, I wouldn't say Trout and Buxton just because they might not be back. But that's just my personal thing. If they're back, for sure, put them in the All-Star game. But I just feel like it's taking away from guys who are playing an All-Star level for this whole season. Even though those guys are amazing, Trout and Buxton, and they've done it for a while. Alright. Let's talk about the NL outfield. You got Acuna, Castellanos, Winker. No doubt about it. Right? After that, you got Betts and Taylor. So those 2 guys are making it. Then Juan Soto, Jock Peterson of the Chicago Cubs is higher than Bryce Harper and Tyler O'Neill. Can I tell you how good Tyler O'Neill's season has been? Jock Peterson is playing nowhere like an all-star. Nowhere like an all-star, in my opinion. And he has more percentage of the votes than Tyler O'Neill, Bryce Harper. And then guess who's next up? Jason Hayward and Ian Happ. No offense, but Cubs fans are taking over the NL outfield, and I don't like it. Like I'm saying, it's a popularity contest. Which team has the most fans? Dodgers, Cubs, Yankees. They're gonna take over not in a bad way or in a bad sense, but these guys are gonna take over in a sense that they're gonna vote for their guys. They're gonna vote for Jason Hayward, Ian Happ, Jock Peterson, even though they might not be all-star worthy. Alright, and then finally, let's talk about catchers. Salvi Perez leading it for the AL with the Yasmani Grandal, Martin Maldonado. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For sure, that's pretty cool. And then for NL catcher, you got Buster Posey, Yadi Molina, Wilson Contreras. That's cool. That's cool. And then behind him, you got Will Smith and Wilson Contreras' brother, William Contreras. Wilson Contreras, great year. Yadi Molina, Buster Posey. Buster Posey, of course, is starting. Great. And then ALDH, Shohei, Showtime. You know what I'm... Of course. Shohei. That's my guy. I'm gonna love seeing him in the home run derby, but yeah, Shohei gonna make it for sure. Then JD Martinez had a great start. I don't know, he's probably still doing good, but I don't know exactly how good he's doing. And then Yordan Alvarez with Yermin Mercedes and Lourdes Gurriel behind. Yermin Mercedes cooled down ever since that 3-0 thing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Lourdes Gurriel's been heating up. He might overtake Yermin, but yeah, Shohei locks for that. That's pretty much my review of the second vote, pretty much like the second vote tallies, and then that's pretty much what I think about them and why and what's my problem with the MLB All-Star ballot voting. I wish there's a way they could make it so that people who are playing like All-Stars get more love and more respect than people who are on teams with big fan bases or players like Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson is a big fan base. Shout out Jock, love him, but I just think other people should get more love. So, yeah. That's it for this video, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. We've been going up a lot recently, so I just want to thank you guys for all the support. And in the comments down below, let me know if you guys have any video ideas.